Well, hello again. I figured since we're in this whole Rioja, old Rioja mode, let's push this a little further, especially since this bottle also comes from my good friend's cellar. And so it was probably kept in similar conditions, not optimal, in somebody's house, but also, similar potentially, as I said. This is a 1991, so it's a little bit older than the San Vicente, which was in 1996. It's another Rioja by a very very well known old name, the Marquès de Riscal, and so this is their Riserva. And Marquès de Riscal in Rioja is probably the oldest name, one of the oldest names there. It started in the 19th century. The owner himself, the Marquès, spent a lot of time in Bordeaux, so he wanted to bring to his estates in Spain some of the same winemaking techniques, some of the élevage in wood and what have you. They have several cuvées. The Grand Riserva is the most well known. The Riserva is sort of, even though it sounds fancy, but it is really their mainstay. I think they make 5 million bottles of Riserva, which is a huge amount, which may account for the price, which is not very high. And they also have this netting, they have this metallic net that they put on the bottle. And apparently that was primarily done to fight forgeries back in the days where this was really a very well-known bottle and people were tempted to, I guess, copy it. So that's a little bit of the history. They do win awards now and then. As you can see on the label, there's a lot of references to awards and medals. 1991, I think 1991 in Rioja was a pretty good vintage, because some of the Grand Reservas, like for Tondonia, whatever, are just incredible. But I think overall this is known for being very consistent year in, year out. Now, when I first poured it out, and we don't have that anymore, although I tried to show a picture on that, the color was very light. It was sort of really hard to believe, because it almost looked like the wine was young, although it's not the case at all. Now we can see maybe it's towards the end here, although I don't have any sediments in this glass, but it is browner, it's a bit bricked, it's very evolved. So either the color has changed, or maybe I got the top sort of part of the bottle. I don't quite know what happened, but the taste itself and the aroma are more consistent with a very old wine. Anyway, on the nose, I have to say this is a wine that's probably a little bit past, and the cork was not in great shape. But, it's just, again, part of the experiment. I think two things comparing this one to the San Vicente. Number one, it's probably not in as good condition. And number two, I think the San Vicente, to begin with, had probably more stuffing, had more going on for it, so to speak. Lots of acidity, a bit of that sort of decayed leaves taste that you get in some of these old Riojas. The fruit is pretty much gone, so I can't really talk about prunes like we did in the San Vicente. It's, it's a bit thin, it's got acidity, so it's kind of nice within the range of foods if you want, but it's not as enjoyable as it probably would have been, let's say, 10 years ago. And I think it's a combination where this is a bottle that was not made to last this long, and the storage, once you reach these ages, the storage conditions become really paramount, and this one did not really benefit from that. Anyway, I wanted to sort of make a quick comment on this. It's from the same place, it's a similar wine to the other one, and I figured some comparison might be useful. Cheers, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.